This is a 1997 Honda SMX, and today I'm going to give you a thorough tour of it. Let's go. So a lot of you are probably asking, what is an SMX? You've probably never seen one before, right? The SMX is a super quirky car that was developed by Honda and was sold from 1996 to 2002. The SMX was built on the Civic CR-V platform and features a few things that you might find familiar in other Honda vehicles. Like the dash, for instance. If you've ever seen a Honda step wagon, it shares about the same dash. Also under the hood, very similar to the CR-V, you'll find a B20B powertrain. This 4-cylinder power plant was good for about 130 horsepower, and then at the revision in 1999, about 140 horsepower. There are 3 main trim levels to the SMX. You've got your base model, you've got the lowdown kit, which is this one. It comes with a lip kit all the way around, and then the 4-wheel drive model, which also this one is too, so it's actually a mixture of 2 specs. Also, a cool thing to note, this car is asymmetrical. You've got 2 doors on this side and just 1 door on the other side, which means the right side has a very large rear window. Now onto the interior. It's super quirky. For starters, the front seat is also a bench seat here. And remember, you've got 3 doors. The front passenger door has a storage pocket. The driver's door does not. Also, even stranger, you've got power windows for the front, but not for the rear. It's a crank window. Up front, you've got 2 sets of glove boxes. You've got your deeper one here for your pockets, and then your top one for like chicken nuggets and fries and a little drink. Speaking of spots for your drink, if you open this up, you've got a cup holder, but the cups are only going to be about like a size of a can or something. You can't fit a full-size bottle in here. Moving up to the top of the dash, yes, that is correct. This is Honda's navigation system from 1997. A lot of mid-90s Hondas actually had GPS from the factory like this one. Of course, it doesn't work here in the United States, but when it's turned on, you can see some of the satellites that are hovering above you and everything. It's really cool. Also, looking up, this right here is your infrared sensor, which works with keyless entry. This model has a pop-top sunroof as well. Moving to the back seat area now, I've got tons of legroom. I mean, like, I'm talking almost a foot of legroom here. And even if I move back, I mean, there's even more. Over here to the right, you've got a huge storage compartment for like a tablet, and then 1, 2, 3 cup holders. And then look at this underneath it. You've got this huge dash pocket. I mean, like, it's like a foot deep. It goes all the way down in there for storage. But arguably the coolest part has to do with the name SMX. So why did Honda name this car the SMX? Well, Honda wanted to call the car the SEX, but obviously that didn't work out. Why did they want to call it that? Well, if we pull these, not only can you lay the back seats back, but the front seats as well. Yes, genuinely, Honda made this vehicle for one purpose. It's sleeping. What do you think I was going to say? And this is not a small car by any means. This is over 6 feet long. And the material is actually surprisingly comfy. Honda even made these little slots for the bottom of the seats. Moving to the very back here, the hatch is actually massive. It takes up the entirety of the back all the way down to the bumper here. And you can see just how much space this thing really has. It's a lot. But yeah, whether you're transporting people or you're transporting things, this is actually pretty spacious in here. Performance-wise, this thing weighs about 3,000 pounds, and it's got the 4-wheel drive system in it and about 130 horsepower. It's not the fastest thing in the world, but it definitely knows how to get out of its own way. And it doesn't have a whole lot of body roll per se, but it's still not a sports car by any stretch of the imagination. 0 to 60 gets taken care of in just about under 10 seconds on this thing, and it's got a top speed of about 120 miles per hour. Those specs are obviously not impressive, especially by today's metrics, but it does get about 30 miles to the gallon, which is excellent. Like the saying goes, you can sleep in a car, but you can't race a house. All in all, the Honda SMX is a very strange, very quirky Japanese car that I absolutely love. One last thing to note, this one's actually for sale. I'll leave a link down in the description if you're interested. And there you go. There's your thorough tour of the car. If you guys like what you see, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. We review cool cars here and showcase all the weirdest cars that are found all over the world. Until next time, take care. We'll see you in the next video. Later.